The Space Marines are recognized as the embodiment of the Emperor's will, descending from the skies onto the most challenging battlefields to defeat humanity's adversaries in its darkest hour. Clad in dazzling war gear, they stand as splendid symbols, assuring the Imperium's followers that protection against darkness is certain. Amidst the chapters, one is frequently misconstrued but remains steadfast, deserving of the Imperium's reverence: the White Scars. They possess one of the most overlooked histories among all Space Marine chapters. Venturing into the unforgiving terrains of Terra, the 5th Legion would traverse the desolate landscapes of the divided planet, eliminating any warlords who dared to challenge the Emperor of mankind. Striking swiftly and without warning, they would obliterate all adversaries in their path. Structured into compact mobile battalions, these warriors would swiftly engage in battle, causing chaos and disruption, only to strategically withdraw and pave the way for larger legions to deliver the decisive blow against their disarrayed foes. Functioning like a lightning strike, the Star Hunters meticulously examined their enemy's defenses, identifying vulnerabilities before delivering a lethal strike. Their actions would fade into obscurity, a characteristic inherent to the reclusive nature of the Star Hunters. However, the dwindling Legion would experience a resurgence as they discovered their once-lost Primarch, the Khan. Upon the vast plains of the planet Chogoris, the Emperor of mankind would discover his son. Now known as Jaghatai, his original name lost to history, the man had triumphed over the planet's original tyrant ruler, uniting the tribes of Chogoris into a massive horde. He ascended mortality and became the Khan of Khans. Pledging allegiance to the Emperor, Jaghatai committed to conquering the galaxy in his father's name, striving for humanity's dominance among the stars. Embracing the formidable task of bringing countless planets into the Imperium, he promptly received his legion and initiated the process of reconstructing its divided ranks. Issuing a grand summons to every member of the 5th Legion scattered across the cosmos, Jaghatai assembled his forces for a rendezvous at Chogoris. Until this point, the Legion had been a gathering of individuals, battle brothers lacking a shared legacy or background. On the plains of Chogoris, the Great Khan spoke to thousands of Space Marines hailing from numerous worlds, all connected by a genetic heritage but lacking a common purpose. The Khan proclaimed that each member had to demonstrate allegiance to both him and the Legion by undergoing a ritual that involved marking their faces. Shedding their previous names, these Space Marines chose to embrace a new name that mirrored their accomplishments, cultural background, and their unwavering loyalty to the Khan. Emerging as the White Scars, the Legion forged a singular identity, ready to contribute their blades to mankind's great crusade. Challenging his Legion with seemingly insurmountable battles for a single company, the Khan of Khans evaluated the strength of his sons by confronting various factions of human separatists and Xenos fortresses. United under their resolute Primarch, the White Scars collaborated efficiently to defeat their adversaries. Having subjected his Legion to rigorous battles, Jaghatai successfully transformed his warriors into a formidable and strategic force, assimilating their star system into the Imperium's territories. Despite their lineage, the White Scars would persist as a chapter that faced prejudice and mistrust. Valuing little recognition for their achievements, the Scars approach their duties with enthusiasm, often smiling and laughing when they kill. Nevertheless, the White Scars paid little attention to external judgments, dismissing those who lacked the insight to comprehend their principles. Within the Imperium, true camaraderie was a rare occurrence, with acceptance as equals found only among the Thousand Sons, Lunar Wolves, and Blood Angels. As the Great Crusade neared its conclusion, the White Scars found themselves deprived of the battles they once engaged in. The wild expanses of the galaxy had diminished, and their role as warriors serving the Emperor appeared to be on the brink of extinction. With the descent of Horus Lupercal into the clutches of chaos, the Primarch would seek to bring his brothers into the fold of his betrayal. Though many such as Mortarion would be quick to turn against the Imperium, both loyalists and traitors would be uncertain of which side the White Scars would lend their might. The Great Khan had often ignored the Emperor's decisions and actions, and the Legion's wild nature would seemingly be an indication of their inclination to savagery. Miscommunication and treachery were rampant, and as such the Khan would hold off and observe the opening stages of the heresy. Learning that the Space Wolves Legion had razed Prospero, the homeworld of the Thousand Suns, to the ground, the loyalty of the 6th Legion would be brought into question. Seeking answers to the fall of his most cherished brother and his legion, Jaghatai would travel to Prospero to find answers. However, the White Scars would be requested by the Imperial Fist's Primarch, Rogel Dawn, to return to Holy Terra to defend the throne world. Jaghatai's independent and resolute nature would cause him to ignore such pleas, as he would find the answers he needed alone. Breaching the Alpha Legion blockade and journeying to Prospero, the Khan himself and his honor guard would investigate the ashes of the once proud bastion of the Thousand Suns. Meanwhile, a small portion of the White Scars would declare their allegiance to Horus with the absence of their Primarch. Controlling the flagship of the 5th Legion, Hasik Khan would attempt to usurp Jaghatai's forces, yet with the involvement of the courageous Shiban Khan, the White Scars loyal to the Emperor and their Primarch would oppose the White Scar traitors. Upon Prospero, Jaghatai discovered the answers he sought through a vision of his brother, Magnus the Red. Magnus believed the Imperium had betrayed their legion and urged Jaghatai to align with Horus. Despite the Khan's unwavering loyalty to his brothers, he rejected this treacherous proposition. Acknowledging Magnus's betrayal to the Emperor, Jaghatai would destroy the apparition, having found the answers he sought, and returned to his fleet. Meanwhile, above the planet Prospero, internal strife unfolded among the White Scars. The loyal Shiban Khan launched an assault on the White Scars flagship, aiming to apprehend the traitorous Hasik Khan and deliver justice. In the midst of the conflict, brothers clashed with brothers as the loyalist faction of the White Scars fought their way through the ship. However, to truly halt the escalation of bloodshed, the Legion required their Primarch to quell the discord within their ranks. After fighting the Death Guards on Prospero, the Great Khan was able to escape and safely return to the flagship to confront the traitors. Paralyzing Hasik Khan by his own hand, Jaghatai would end the treachery that had seeped into his legion. As the battle concluded, Jaghatai focused on addressing the internal discord within his legion. Affording his rebellious sons an opportunity for redemption, he chose to execute some who remained loyal to Horus. Once their shared purpose was restored, the Khan led the White Scars in relentless assaults against the traitor forces, causing them to gradually succumb to fatigue as the traitor legions adapted to their tactics over time. Playing a crucial role in the defense of the throne world during the Siege of Terra, the White Scars became invaluable. Their tactics, which complemented the Imperial Fist's focus on defense and fortification, allowed them to efficiently eliminate traitor forces as they futilely attempted to breach the walls of the Imperial Palace. During the pivotal final battle between Horus Lupercal and the Emperor, they would be remembered as one of the few loyalist chapters who stood in defense of the Imperium during its darkest hour. Securing the Imperium Secundus with the appointment of Roboute Guilliman as Lord Commander of the now vulnerable Imperium, the 5th Legion would spend decades cleansing the galaxy of the traitor legions. Upon their return to Chogoris, the White Scars discovered that their homeworld had been overrun and plundered by the Dark Eldar. Fueled by anger, Jaghatai Khan initiated a crusade to eradicate the Dark Eldar from his planet. Numerous citizens, formerly under the protection of the Khan, had fallen victim to enslavement by the nefarious Xenos. In a quest for vengeance against his newfound enemy, Jaghatai led the 5th Legion in reclaiming his territories. Upon learning about the implementation of the Codex Astartes, Jaghatai willingly oversaw the transformation of his legion into chapters that adhered to the Codex guidelines. The White Scars, valuing independence as a virtue, exhibited minimal resistance to the new doctrine and underwent a restructuring of their units. His successor chapters continued to wage war on Chogoris until not a single Xenos tainted its worlds. Succeeding in their continued destruction of their enemies, Jaghatai would confront the Archon of the Dark Eldar. Assisted by various successor chapters, Jaghatai Khan and the White Scars managed to trap the Archon. In response, he withdrew into the webway, and Jaghatai followed him into the closing portal. The events that followed are still unknown. Many still believe that someday the Great Khan will return to Chogoris and lead the White Scars again. Until that day comes, they speculate that he continues to engage in battle, his free spirit rampaging and pursuing his enemies. With the conclusion of the Horus Heresy and thereafter, they would recruit solely from Chogoris to retain the true nature of its legion. The homeworld of the White Scars permits the warring of each of the planet's tribes, enabling the strongest and ferocious of those born through battle to be chosen as neophytes of the chapter. Recruits are not only selected for their proficiency in combat skills, but also for their cunning, intellect, and resilience. Successful candidates are brought to the fortress monastery of Quanzhou. There they undergo a series of highly secretive tests. Particularly promising candidates receive mentorship from Space Marine instructors of Chogoris during their training. In contrast to many other legions, these instructors are notably supportive, often praising their candidates to an extent that some might perceive as excessive. Those deemed worthy will don the armor adorned in white, red, and gold, forever leaving their families as they ascend to assume the role of an angel of the Imperium. The emblem of their chapter, the lightning bolt, symbolizes not only the scars on their faces but also the swift manner in which they vanquish their adversaries. Following the guidance of their Stormseers, the White Scars hold great respect for the forces of nature, such as the air, land, and the primal energies within the earth. It is believed that in death their souls are liberated to journey across the realms of the afterlife, traversing the vast plains of the great blue sky. During combat, the White Scars are urged to express laughter as they engage in warfare with their enemies. This is not driven by a delight in causing harm, but rather, it signifies their commitment to unrestricted martial excellence and the enjoyment of their prowess in combat. Instructed by their Primarch to delve into the noble pursuits, the White Scars dedicate a significant portion of their time refining skills, such as hunting, calligraphy, and recounting the glories of their chapter. Serving as a substitute for the imperial truth, these pursuits play a crucial role in enhancing the mental well-being of the White Scars, all the while reinforcing their strong connection to Chogoris. The White Scars hold great respect for the influence and leadership of their revered Stormseers. As a result, they are vocal advocates for the usage of librarian psykers within their chapter. However, the Stormseers prioritize exercising control over their psychic abilities, refraining from delving too extensively into the perilous depths of the warp. They recognize the potential risks involved, but do not perceive it as intrinsically malevolent. Instead, they emphasize the importance of showing respect towards the warp, urging caution against establishing contact with entities within its vast void. Deploying a fleet comprising of assault bikes and swiftly maneuvering vehicles, the White Scars distinguish themselves from the majority of Space Marine chapters by their significant reliance on mobility, a notable departure from the approach of their counterpart legions. Using their Stormseers to summon warp manipulations to alter weather conditions like fog and wind, they hinder their enemies and conceal their own forces. Thereafter, they engage in conjunction with this terrain advantage and employ a diverse range of tactics to enhance their lightning-fast assaults. Functioning as a remarkably decentralized force, the White Scars demonstrate significant self-reliance, operating without a strict hierarchy of command figures. Inherited legacies from their time as a legion play a crucial role in guiding their seamless transition into a codex-compliant chapter, allowing the White Scars to adapt to their new organizational structure with minimal challenges. The title of Great Khan was initially exclusive to the Legion's Primarch, Jaghatai. Nevertheless, following his disappearance, the title began to be conferred upon the Chapter Master. Subsequent Great Khans were selected by the Stormseers, undergoing a myriad of mental, physical, and spiritual trials. Over the millennia, the destiny of the White Scars was determined in the Kurultai, also known as the Gathering of Khans, during numerous wars and engagements. The honorable warriors of the White Scars, despite being often misunderstood, stand as a dependable and esteemed legion deserving of the Imperium's respect. The Battle Brothers still hold on to the hope that one day their Primarch will return and lead them once more into the fiery plains of battle. This concludes today's chapter from the archives. Please like and subscribe if you want more. Leave a comment on which chapter we should reveal from the archives next.